Let's blast off. What's going on, everybody? Hope you found some humor in my dad joke there for a minute. We're back with another house wash. Beautiful day, closing out in August, about 80 degrees a day. So I have been full of energy and it's great. This is a house that once a year, or I think I skipped last year because they added new gutters to it, so they skipped the wash last year. You could kind of tell where it really got underneath there. So nothing crazy today. Let's come on along to get this shine again. And I already talked to the customer about doing gutter brightening going forward in the future to maintain these looking all sparkly. I'm gonna go with my 5-gallon a day. One of those reasons because they are on the well, but two, because I think I want to use a little bit of a higher draw, or at least higher percentage on my chemicals. So I'm just gonna get these plants real good. So it's a really, if you could manage it, having a 5 and an 8 on your rig, really good option if you're rural for that 5-gallon with all these wells. And of course, usually this is where I tell y'all pretty, well, not funny stories, but a story. This one's kind of funny. I was on a job this morning, and the customer said, "Hey, I'm sorry I didn't say anything about these sheds in the back." Oh shoot, that's a lot. Thought it was so far out. She said she had some sheds that she didn't mention. I wouldn't mind cleaning them, and it's actually 3 sheds. And the 3 sheds are really dirty. She said, "Can you just clean 2 of them?" Said, "I'm sorry I didn't tell you about it, but I really need it done, but don't worry about the 3rd one." I go, "Okay, no problem." So then as I clean the 2 off, this is towards the end of the house wash, I clean the 2 off, and I look at the 3rd one, and I just can't leave that like that. I did this whole house wash. Everything was clean with the 2 sheds. So I knock back on the door and I say, "Ma'am, I know you said you don't want to wash, but it really does look really clean. Why not just match the rest of it?" And she says, okay, do it." I told her this is probably a case where the customer's not always right. And go ahead, let me knock this out. She thought that was so funny. I was like, yep. Took a chance on that one, but she really found it funny. This looks good. I don't really need to even let it sit. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna handle that daggone wasp nest up there with my trusty X-Jet. Give it some pressure. Good.
I think I'm gonna title my thumbnail "One Side at a Time." That's the way I'm gonna roll today. And it's also good to know that don't usually stick to one routine cleaning houses. Switch them up, keep them different, and then keep them more so to the job. I already did the deck. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit on the inside, and I'm gonna show y'all that outside. There's this way. So that was pretty smooth. Now I'm gonna backtrack to where I started after I cleaned these bushes up. Back to that corner. And I get it all rinsed down, looking great. Not too shabby. Looks pretty good. Beautiful. I'm glad I ran the 5-gallon. I'm probably getting more like 1.2%. You would be very surprised what that 0.2 does compared to the one that I usually run the 8-gallon. Looks great. Let's move on to the back. I'm gonna probably treat the concrete, give it some chemical so it just kind of doesn't look this dingy, and just rinse it off. We're not gonna surface clean it, and then bring it on to the finish line. trim all one color. There you go, folks. One side at a time, house wash complete. We're gonna rinse this, pack up, and that is all for today. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the recent drone video. I think you like that a lot. Till next time.